Hey, Shalom. Shalom. We the GMS New Orleans Saints, here to bring you a live lesson. Prior to get started, we're going to give infinite honors and prayers to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught us his truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and you Akim and you Aquat that believe. And we're pretty much going to hop in the lesson today, dealing with the brotherhood being a tool, okay? Something that is very useful, okay? And we all know that the brotherhood is definitely deemed something that is very important, you know? Being brotherly is one of the most important things, you know, in the scriptures, okay? But pretty much, again, we're about to hop in and bring out some precepts about, you know, how it's supposed to be used and the benefits that can come of being brotherly, okay? You could bring out that Ecclesiastes, Brother Bashar.
This is Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor.
Hit 10.
It's verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him.
Come. And that's a cut to that lone wolf, okay? You know, it's a lot of men that probably came in this thing, again, probably being that only child, you know, not being around, you know, actually blood brothers and so on and so forth. But like I said, once you have those two people, it's something that's beneficial about, you know, two men working together, all right? That one man, you know, he have a problem defending himself with certain things, but you know, if you got somebody that got your back, the confidence and the strength is there, okay? But you could keep reading.
Verse 11. And again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Again, like I said, if that's a worst case scenario, okay? Like the analogy being put in right here by, you know, King Solomon, all right? If you was to be casted off somewhere and, you know, you're surviving, if you're by yourself, it's going to be really hard, man. And in that case right there, like I said, if it's cold weather, you know, one person, you know, you could do so much to keep yourself warm, you know, your hot spots underneath your armpits and so on and so forth to try to keep yourself warm. But two body heats would last longer than one, okay? Again, pointing forward the analogy of two being better than one. Read 12. You can end it off on 12.
Verse 12. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
And that was the first point that I made with it. Like I said, it's hard to prevail against two men, all right? A team, okay? And like I said, that's what what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the body, okay? So we have to work as a unit because as we work as a unit, we make it further. What's the saying in the world? Teamwork makes the dream work. All right.
There's no I in team.
And
you know, they got that analogy with the bundle of sticks.
Mm-hmm.
You can break one stick by itself, but when it's a bundle, it's unbreakable.
You could bring your precept then.
And this is in red letter, so it's Yahushai speaking. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 19. Again, I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven.
Come on, you got it.
Hey, as the brother's been going into, hey, this is a body, and you know, as we're going to get into later, you know, a body has different members in it,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, a body can't all be one body part. That doesn't make any sense. For the body to function perfectly, everything's got to be working as a cohesive unit. And as Yahushua is saying, again, I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. And what does it talk about? The prayers of the saints, you know, pierceth the clouds, and they will not stop until the Most High fulfill it. How much more is this message going out, and how much more is this word being prophesied and bringing about the end with multiple brothers doing it, and multiple brothers speaking in unison over it? Hey, many are greater than one. Verse 20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So Yahushua is saying, where 2 or more brothers are gathered, I'm in the midst of them. My spirit and the spirit of my Father are in the midst of them. You know what? Giving them the strength to, prophesy this word, be brotherly, and build up the elect, the house of David, and bring about the end of this society.
Like I said, all of us sign crying together, and like I said, with the instruments of using your voice, if one person was to scream out for something, it'll make some noise. But if you got 144,000 men roaring, crying and getting our voices uplifted for the Lord to hear us, how could it not be heard?
Hey, what's louder, one trumpet or 144,000 trumpets blowing at the same time?
Come on. And we hear that when we go to, like, for example, the first time I experienced it was the Dallas camp. When we sat out there and all of us saluted, man, our voices just shot out through the streets, man. It echoed. We in between the buildings, but still just all us together. And, that'd be the beautiful point of them unity camps. Like, you just hear that roar, okay?
If I could say to the brothers that, that saw that movie 300, at the end, when the one guy was saying, now they're facing 10,000 Spartans, and they all hit that war cry. You just heard the shields clanging, whoa, whoa, and it just got louder and louder as it went back. You hearing that? If you were an opposing army, hearing a loud roar like that, you would be in fear. Hence why our enemies are in fear, because they're seeing multiple brothers all across the planet, blowing the same trumpet, making the same cry out there. In Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
You got it. That's a beautiful point, because as we're getting louder and louder, our enemies are getting weaker.
Yeah.
Right? These so-called Christians, they're divided amongst each other. They're not roaring with the same sound. You have some of them saying, Jesus, we got to double down on Jesus. You got some of them saying, well, Jesus is black, but they're split up, and we're becoming more and more, like the brother said, in unison.
Yep.
And if I could say, shalom, to the brothers and sisters on the comment boards or watching the video.
Shalom. If I could just make one quick point, because you just brought up the reason, not the reason, but when the Spartans did they salute, because what they was asking the other guys, what is your job?
Mm-hmm.
What is your job?
I'm a potter.
Oh, I'm a potter. I'm a carpenter. I'm gonna do this. Spartan, what is your profession?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's that 144,000, man. We all on that same mission, and we locked in. But as the brother was going into, like I said, these other people that split up, hey, yeah, you're a carpenter, you do this, and y'all split. And we know what happens to a split kingdom. But
yeah, I just want to say, I'm glad the brother brought up that movie, because what was the the main plot? It was a small, basically a sanctuary, sanctuary against all the other nations, right? And they were fighting for what? For what was right. You see, and their bond, their brotherhood is what got them through, all of those different perils, all of those tests. You see, that was coming their way, and that's literally what we going through, We got us.
Baba Bashar, you got that Matthew 22?
Yeah,
36.
36 for you too.
Yeah,
Come.
that's true.
Yeah, 36.
This is Matthew.
40, my bad.
Matthew 22 and 36. It says, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahweh Shai said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Yep.
This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. All right? You don't want anything to be done crazy unto you, so you treat your brother in that respect. Okay? It's a respect thing, it's a loving thing, that all works together. Once it comes together, it works beautifully. Okay? And the Lord is sitting here letting you know, if I'm not mistaken, that's real letters, right? The Lord is speaking right there and letting you know that being brotherly, man, us being together in what's the word? Unity, When we're in unity, like this is the second, greatest thing other than just loving Yahweh Bashim Yahshua with all our heart. All right, and it should be easy to for this, for some people. Again, I said earlier that some brothers might have been that only child and so on and so forth, and it's something that you need to work into. you know, or the things that dealt with your life concerning with you just being by yourself. But like I could speak for a couple other brothers, and even myself, that I had brothers growing up. So being part of something and playing sports also too. We got brothers that play sports too. Being part of a team and again making that dream work with things, it all comes together in to win overall. Okay.
You know, the word unity, unison, what's that going into?
I
One.
got that one.
Oh, kind.
This is the word unity in an online etymology, and it reads state or property of being one,
Mm-hmm.
uniqueness, oneness, and it goes on to say oneness, sameness, in agreement, one.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know, all of us being in one mind with Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. You want to say something?
The scriptures also tell you what. How can two walk together? At least they be agreed.
Yep.
All right. So it's telling you, all right, if you walking in this thing, then you are part of a body. Like it's no other way around that. You know, you can't be a part of the truth, but don't want to be a part of the body. You know, that don't work like that. Yeah, it don't work. But you gotta be loving.
God, this is the book of Psalms, backing up y'all first point. Book of Psalms, chapter 133, verse 1. It says, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Yep.
It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments.
The Lord sees how beautiful it is, you know, and we experience it. We experience when we get around other brothers, when we get around each other.
Right.
These moments right here, this is, like I said, this is our glimpse of the kingdom, man.
The world stops.
The world stops. Like brother, we here, we together, and nothing else right now, you know, should be plaguing our minds right now. We here putting the work in, and we just enjoying each other right now. All right.
If I could say, you know, like you was alluding to with that point on how like everything stops, you know, brothers, they have these different things that they all going through.
Mhm.
But it's like, you know, you see the brothers, you salute the brothers, and it's like I forget about all the things that's all the way back here. You know? And that show you how good and how pleasant that it is that you can actually forget the hell that you catching, the shit that you dealing with. You see the brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna get some laughs and you're gonna smile, you know, you're gonna feel like you at home, you know? But y'all, you got it.
You gotta go.
If I so what I was trying to say, my yoke is light. And what did it say in that Matthew? When two or three together, there I am. So hey, we're in the lightness, you know, that bond together as the brothers are going into, you know, the whole world. Like, you know, you got babies crying, you got weirdos walking around, but it's like this little sanctuary. We're in a bubble right now. And the only thing the brothers are focused on right now is being brotherly and prophesying the word. That's our main concern.
When Yahushua walked the earth, he was the comforter at that time. He said, I will not leave you comfortless. He left us the word and he left us a body. That's what comforts us, the brotherhood. Like the brother was saying, like any problems you have, you know, in the world, they dissipate when we come together because those problems are temporary. Everything about this kingdom, even your physical ailments, you know, brothers have, you know, joint pain, sicknesses. That's temporary. We're not taking this into the kingdom. The only thing we're taking into the kingdom is this brotherhood. We're going to still be brothers in the kingdom. All right? This brother, apparatus out, we're up that number. We're still going to be fellowshipping in the kingdom. So right now we're rehearsing the righteous acts and we're rehearsing immortality.
And if I could say too, like I said, we're doing it on a smaller level right now.
Yeah.
You know, on a level that it's hard. It's hard for most people to even comprehend this. To once upon a time, 2-3 years ago, we were strangers.
Exactly.
We didn't know each other. We've never been around each other. But all of a sudden, once we came to this truth and we understood the Lord's will, we locked in. We locked in, and it's beautiful the way that the Lord set this up, man. All right, but
Yeah, I got a precept with it's funny that, you know, the Lord gave me a situation, you know, and it's a personal testimony. I ain't gonna get too deep, but you know, I called these two brothers and was like, hey bro, you know, I need a little rejuvenation. I need a little boost. You brothers wanna, you know, shoot some pool or something? And we ended up going, you know, to the pool hall, and we stood outside, talking amongst each other, and that was really, to me, like that was that's the therapy. That's what I needed. I really didn't even care about, going to shoot the pool. It was just being around the brothers, that was the main goal,
Hey, like I said, you could kind of flip that with the analogy that King Solomon was going to. When you're being by yourself and you're being cold in the two bodies. Like I said, if you're dealing with something, like as we all deal with something, like I said, you're hurting, you're by yourself, you're in your own thoughts. But what's gonna happen? You get around the body, you get around other brothers, you're gonna warm up. Come on, you got it, bro.
This is Proverbs 17:17. It says, "A friend loveth at all times,
Oh yeah, beautiful.
and a brother is born for adversity."
Yeah,
It's adversity, hardships, hard times, like that brother said. He just needed a boost. And what happened? He called the brothers, and they was able to cheer the brother up in the spirit or whatever. Kept him going, man.
Hey, iron sharpeneth iron.
Yeah.
The brother, not. I say this in the most polite way possible. The brother was spiritually, his blade was dull.
Yeah.
When other brothers got around, what? That blade got sharpened again.
God, you got it. Then you can do it. For sure.
This Sirach 6. You going to 14?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Go all the way down to 17. Fucking shot.
Give me
This is the book of Sirach,
420.
chapter 6,
Oh,
verse
come.
14. It says, "A faithful friend is a strong defense,
Mm-hmm.
and he that had found such and one had found a treasure. Nothing does countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Whoso fears the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also."
You got it, brother.
Yeah, and as we've been going into with the premise of this lesson, all right, as we see each other, we are all faithful friends, man. All right, and it says it's a strong defense, and he that had found such in one had found the treasure. You see, so each brother that you see sitting here at this table, all right, that's among the body, all right, it's a treasure to each brother to have a faithful friend, man. As Yahushua said, this is no greater love than this, So this is what it is. This is not. It don't get better than this, man.
That's right.
It's invaluable.
If I could say to you, like I said, we just went over this previously with us being down here in New Orleans, and we got to deal with hurricane season and so on and so forth. But like I said, it's probably literally brothers that we've probably never seen before, but we can get in contact with them with any state that they're in, and we know that we have help right there. If that's not something that's a treasure, I don't know what is. Like I said, we got family members. I dealt with that with one of the past hurricanes that came through. I had an uncle that didn't want to take me in. In my city that I'm in right now is being destroyed. But as soon as you get that word to a brother shutting everything down, hey, come here right now.
Brothers were calling me that I
Yes.
didn't even I didn't contact them. They just, hey, brother, I see what's going on in the city. If you need a place to stay,
Yeah.
hey, my house is open to you.
Come on, brother. You
With
want
no
to
strings attached to it. It's not a gimmick. It's not a, some type of fine print. Like the brother ain't making you, you got to sign this before you come over here. And it's ain't no contract or nothing.
Got to pay the light bill.
Yeah, it's from the heart. And in return, brothers do, do what they supposed to do. Stay tightened up, clean.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you supposed to treat a friend.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful how everything panned out, man, because these friendships that we build now are damn sure gonna be useful, in JT, in all sorts of situations, not just everyday life, Hey, the big test coming, man.
Yeah.
You might got a brother who shit ain't hit the fan in his city yet,
Mm-hmm.
And that brother might have said, hey, I see it starting to get crazy out there in in the metropolitan area. Hey, I'm in a rural area. You brothers come over. You never know what. But all of those things are because what? A body, man. We are a body.
Yeah.
You think the body, you think the leg it's gonna say, nah, the arm can't come in, but there's a fire. You know, you running from the fire, you ain't gonna know the arm can't come.
Yeah.
No, the whole body leaves. You see?
Yeah.
What you got out?
And everything, you know, in the body take care of each other.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If this leg starts to hurt and it'll start limping, all right, it's gonna put a little bit more work on this leg, but this leg gonna hold it down. You know, and so on and so forth. You know.
Even the senses. Like,
Yeah.
You lose your sight, your ears pick up, man.
Yeah. Your hearing, your smell, you know, everything just boosts, man. Like it's beautiful that the Lord would even put that beautiful analogy up there, because that's something that we could just understand, like, yeah, easily, you know.
Yeah, I got that. You still holding it? I got it right here.
The Corinthians.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Con, you can get it. It's like I did accidentally get that.
Con, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 12. I'm going to start at the top and then hop down. Verse 1 says, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. And I'm going to jump down to verse 12. It says, for as the body is one and have many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is a Mashiach.
Con, one body, you know, one body, one mind. Okay, and that's the movement. You know, you don't take a step and leave one leg behind. You know what I'm saying? You don't forget about the body. The body is automatically going to move at one. But again, that's how Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua expects us to move. You know, that's how he would move if he was here doing this thing. Okay?
Verse 14 says, for the body is not one member, but many.
Yep.
If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, am I not of the body?
Yep.
Is it therefore not of the body?
Come on, like it's obviously part of the body, you know? Like it's starting to get a little comical the way that the Lord, you know, kind of put it in the scriptures. But like I said, it still holds the same function, and it's still attached, and it still has a job to do. Okay?
It says, and if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing?
God.
If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling?
God.
It says, but now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them in the body, as it had pleased him.
Yep.
And if they were all one member, where were the body?
God.
So if everybody was a foot, if everybody was a hand, like what kind of body is that? That's a freak of nature, man.
God.
Everybody the head.
Everybody a head, yeah. That's what Jake wants to be. Everybody wants to apostle the hard spot.
Yep.
Everybody wants to be a Hawashai. Sometimes you could be the thumb, man.
Hey, everybody, you got a bunch of people that want to be chiefs but don't want to be Indians.
Yeah.
If I could say too, like I said, you think about the things that you don't really think about of the body. For example, your eyebrows, eyelash. Yeah, you said eyelash. That's crazy. We was close. Eyebrows. You don't think too much about your eyebrows, but right now it's hot as hell. Right now, well, it's not. It's cooling down. But at first it was hot, and guess what? Sweat would never enter my eyes because I have eyebrows.
Yeah.
So the eyebrows has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So whether your eyebrow, your eyelash, your that whatever glint over your eyeball that nothing could pierce your eye, it all plays a part.
Even though it's small though.
Even though it's
real
small,
small,
yeah.
it still plays a big part.
Yeah.
And if I could say, you know, what makes, you know, when a scoffer comes up, a wacky tacky Christian or anybody comes up to the camp, why are they never able to come against us? If for one, we got the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua on us, but you got a brother that deals precepts.
Yep.
He's a good precept man. A brother's a good teacher. Brother's into history. You know, somebody may come up with some health ailments. A brother's good in the herbs. A brother's politics. Brother can go into the Hebrew. All different parts of a body. But when they come together, that body is unstoppable. It's an impenetrable wall.
Well-oiled machine.
Mm-hmm.
If I could say, that's not really kind of a testimony, but Ranger school. I went to a Ranger school when I was, you know, in that world. But they had basically two type of jobs that you could have in there. Either you could be a brute to make the team work, basically being that person that carries everything, but you can't have all brutes because somebody got to be the brain. You know, somebody have to be able to think and sit back and do things. And if that brute can't think like that, you know, imagine just a whole bunch of brutes. It's going to be you could carry a lot of stuff, but it's going to be dumb. Everybody's going to be stupid and can't really hold themselves.
Hey, that military is a perfect analogy. You got soldiers, you got logistics, because if you run out of ammo, you need the guys that drive the trucks, the ammo load, everything's got to work for you to continue fighting.
Everybody don't have one position.
Yeah. Like, brother, they got the person that his main duty is talking on the radio. His main job,
Man.
yeah, radio. They have the medic, they have the assault, they have the assistant gunner, somebody that needs to be on the side of the gunner the whole time to give him bullets, because his job is just to shoot. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it turns into a well-oiled machine that is just a force that's going to move, and you can't stop it.
Yeah, the only way for that to work, though, everybody has to know their part and play their part.
Con.
You can't just have a bunch of Lone Rangers just doing their own thing and win the war. That's not how that works.
Imagine if that assistant gunner sitting there like that, man. You've been shooting too long. Let me shoot. I want to shoot. Let me shoot.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Chill the fuck out and do your job.
Yeah.
You know. But you got something? Yeah, bring it up for me, bro, for sure. Come.
This is 1 John 4:20. If a man say, I love the Most High, and hated his brother, he is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen, how can he love the Most High whom he had not seen? Question mark.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. Like I said, you know, it's a lot of men out here stunting, talking about, you know, they love the Lord, which we know that love is an action, you know, more than it is that verb. What would that be?
Love is verb.
My bad.
That's not a noun.
Yeah, kind of Salaki. That's what I was trying to distinguish with it. But Salaki, like I said, that's the action behind that love. All right, you know, if you're talking about that you love the Lord, you know, are you being brotherly how he expects you to be?
You don't let a man right on side you. How you gonna love somebody? How you gonna let her love? You never met her.
Yep.
He knows, like come on, man.
That's common sense right there. You know, if you've been a snake and you've been stealing from this brother, and you've been doing this, and you've been acting crazy to this brother, you've been, you know, riling up, and, you know, first and most, how much would you do that to the Lord? You know, you damn sure you wouldn't. But like I said, if you claim to be on that level of that love, you know, with the Lord, you know, the Lord expects you to do that with his brothers, you know.
Yeah, but really, they have done it to the Lord.
Yep, con.
Whatever they do to the least of his men,
They've done to me, con. Yes, brother.
When you be a nigger towards brothers, that's really what you're doing to your Yahushua. You're not going to be forgiven of that in this life or the world to come.
Yeah, I got it free. You know, it's the book of Matthew 18:6, and it reads. Well, I'm gonna do 5. All right, Matthew 18:5. It says, "And whosoever shall receive one such little child in my name, receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hang about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depths of the sea."
Yes, brother. Lord talking this stuff right there, man. Talking this stuff. So basically, you know, again, what the brother, you know, just elaborated with. All right, you won't mess with him. So if you messing with, that's basically what it is. You messing with him, you messing with me.
Right.
And you know, I'm one of the ultimate powers out here, man. You know, I'm the firstborn. You know, I'm the big brother. You know, you won't come mess with me. I'm the big brother, and I'm a walk you down the road. But it's beautiful, man. But
Yeah, I want to make a point too, because as we did a lesson a while back with those same spot, I think the title was treating your brother as if he was Yahushua.
Yeah.
You know, and when Yahushua walked the earth, he took himself on the form of a servant, and Yahushua served brothers, man. He walked real humble, all right, real lowly, you know, and he dealt with his brothers accordingly, all right, as he wanted to be dealt with, you know, and that's how you want to, you know, do the same, you know, in the ministry, man. Mm-hmm. You know, but I have able to back up that Corinthians too.
Con, you got it.
This Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called." Right now, when you go into the word vocation, it's the Strong's dictionary. It's Strong's G2821. It says a call to a feast of the divine invitation to embrace the salvation of our power. right? So, and this is the Apostle Paul speaking, and he said, he beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation with which you were called, right? Now it says, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, all right? And that's the brother went into. Love is a verb, all right? You show your love to your brother. It says, verse 3, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body, one Spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all in you all. You know, and just backing up the point that everything works in one, man.
Yep.
All right, each man has their own life, all right, their own role that they play within the ministry, and it all works towards one goal, which is that vocation, all right, the invitation to embrace the salvation of our power. Got it?
You said that First John for me, come show.
This first John 2:9 says, he that said he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Like I said, no occasion of stumbling in you, man. Okay, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, like I said, it's that clear distinction of the light and the dark. What we just going into, what if you're doing anything against your brother, you're going to Yahweh Shai. You're in pure darkness, and it's straight destruction that you deserve to come to you. Okay, because ultimately, like I say, I could speak for everybody. Being brotherly, man, is very simple. It's easy. It's simple. It's some natural things. It
should be.
It should be. It should be very simple. But like I said, it's some things that's in you that if I see a brother, if I'm eating food and a brother's around me, he don't have no food, he gonna eat. I would never eat in front of another brother. I would never allow a brother to work in front of me and me not ask him to help. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some it feels like some natural thing.
I mean, you wouldn't go to Brothers and get chicken for yourself and eat it in front of 20 brothers?
Come on, bro.
Okay.
Like it's crazy, bro. Because even if it was that situation, say if you came back with a burger or some fries or something like that, I'm still sitting here. I maybe got about 20 fries, but hey, brother, you want some fries? You want some of this? Like it just seems something that is very, very common,
Like you said, it's just real easy.
Yeah.
That, and that's the part about being charitable.
Yeah.
That's what the scriptures speak about, having charity. If you don't have charity, you don't have nothing.
Brother, I'm right here.
Oh, kind.
It covered the multitude of sins.
Multitude of sins. Yeah.
Because it's before you get, what's it say? What's the Most High rather instead of sacrifices and offering a contrite and a humble spirit? And what's that come with? Ministering unto your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking yourself more than what you are. Condescending to men, condescending to your brothers.
I got that. The back up. This is 1 Corinthians 13 and start at 2. It says, and do I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge? Start at 1. All right, 1 Corinthians 13, verse 1. Do I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity? I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
Hey, because you know how the little sounding brass or the tinkling cymbal is like that's how you become. That's just funny how the apostle he put that in there, because if you don't have the charity, that's just like the smallest uncling of music. Like you don't. That's like literally nothing. You barely hear it, but you got it.
Verse 2. And do I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge? And do I have all faith so that I can remove mountains and have not charity? I am nothing. Like the Lord would rather you be rather than a person who just a precept guru. The Lord would rather you be a brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I forget. I think they said Elder Ariala told I heard Ross saying it. Basically being brotherly and being obedient, something in that manner of being like something that could definitely get you into the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I said, that's two things. Like I said, all brothers are not great speakers. You know, all brothers are not great speakers and
Very fast learners.
yeah, you know,
But they are good brothers.
you know, and the Lord will definitely look upon that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you like the main thing that me and the brother made with our video a little while back, that you know, it's the effort and thing. You know, that's pretty much what's being weighed right now. Is you know, you can not do it and you know dwindle your chances of the kingdom. You know, of being part of that 144 Salakia, but or you can put in that effort. You know, with things like this that you can do. You know.
Got a quick on the back end.
Come
Real
on.
quick. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 24. He that hath small understanding and feareth Yahweh is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
He that has small understanding is better than you know that like you said, that precept guru. All right, that precept guru. You know, he may know all the history. He may know the Bible from the front to the back and back to the front. You know, he can give you every precept and every bit of history in it, but he might still be a nigga.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Good. It still might be a nigga, man. And it's like the Lord would rather, again, that humble, contrite spirit that, all right, he knows that he's not good at this, but he's working, he's building, and he's you know, being brotherly. He's doing the things that, you know, that's the at
He has
least
faith.
Yeah, he has faith. Con, these are the things that I at least expect you to have. You know? Once you have that, we can build. We can Yo, you got it.
Yeah, he rather you be a brother first. What's the that first precept you brought out? That
The Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, the 4 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second commandment.
Oh no, my bad. That was the Matthew.
Oh,
Matthew.
yeah, the second commandment.
Yep. Like I said, and that's the foundation of it all. You know, having that faith, having that love, and Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, and being brotherly. You know, that being the foundation. And once you kind of get that together, you know, everything else will build. You know, it's gonna come in with the work that you're putting in, and you know, the faith and the prayer and everything that the Lord expects you to do. But like I said, it is a foundation where you know everything has a foundation where it needs to build and grow from. Okay, and that's definitely an easy, good way to start. Okay, but
If I could just say, you're talking about a foundation. You know, Yahweh Shai is our foundation. He's that cornerstone.
Yep.
And as the brother Kushai brought out, what Yahweh Shai came and instead of being ministered unto, he ministered unto the brothers, showing them an example of how to be brotherly and what this thing is about by washing the apostles' feet.
Yeah.
And you know, what did Peter say? Lord,
Yeah.
you know, he was being, you know, over righteous with it, but he was in his right mind. He's like, Lord, you're too good to wash my feet. But what did Yahweh Shai say? He's like, hey, if I can't wash your feet, then you know you can't have no part of me. Yeah. This is what it's all about.
Come on. Like I said, he came down and fulfilled the law. He fulfilled it. Yahweh Shai came down here and he did everything that he was supposed to do.
Including loving his brothers himself.
Including loving his brothers. He gave the pure example. Again, that's why he is the main example.
Great.
The greatest example. The greatest example that we could all follow by. Because, like I said, the Lord hasn't put us down here for something, you know, that just hasn't been done. He was that example to show you that, hey, I did this. I know that there's some things that y'all can't do, but this right here, come on, brother. You know, we talk about the, you know, shaving your beard or you can't shave your beard and so on and so forth, and the different fabrics and stuff like that. You know, that's something that so like the fabrics is something you really can't control and other things you can't control, but something of shaving your beard, you know, that's something you can control. All right, you don't have to get that job. There's other jobs out there and so on and so forth.
Let me get this for you real quick, just to back you up, because you got a lot of these other camps that are just carnal minded, and it's all about what the fringes.
Yep.
It's all about, you know, the outward man, the reputation.
Yep.
But what did Yahweh Shai say back then, and it applies today? Matthew 23:23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites!
Yep.
For ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin. You know, we got a school we're doing things for the community. We got this image. We're the exceeding great army that Ezekiel saw in Ezekiel 37. Just this outward reputation, but what? And have omitted the weightier matters of the law: judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone. What's that all entail? Being brotherly. Judgment, mercy, faith. Working together. And just being in the spirit of things, and actually looking at the example that Yahushua gave. Because what did it also say about the Pharisees? They seek the highest seats. They seek to be called rabbi. But Yahushua came to be a minister. He came to minister and not be ministered unto. He came to show, look, even though I'm the son of the Most High, I can still wash my brother's feet.
Right.
Yeah. And how does it profit you to be a Hebrew Israelite that doesn't have judgment, mercy, or faith? You need, first of all,
you might as well be a heathen.
Yeah, you are a heathen. You a heathen that knows precepts, man. Which Satan knew the precepts. All right, Satan came at Yahushua with precepts. All right, so Satan was a precept guru. That doesn't mean anything, man.
Yeah, this is the book of Titus, chapter 1, and real quick, the title to this little excerpt, it says the qualification of ministers, right? When you jump down, I'm gonna get 7 and 8. The point is in 8, but it reads Titus 1 and 7. For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of Yahweh, not self-willed, not in the 8. That's one thing. They not being self-willed. You see, being after the likeness of the body. You know what I mean? None of us here shouldn't be self-willed, because none of this that we are partaking in is of us.
Right.
You see? But it reads, not soon angry, right? Having mercy. It says, not given to wine nor striker, not given to filthy lucre, and it's the point, verse 8. But a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, and temperate. Right? It says, but a lover of hospitality. Okay? And real quick, let me grab that word hospitality. I didn't have it queued up, but I'm gonna grab it real quick. Con, but they grab it. I'm out to have it.
I got it for you. It's hospitality. It said an act of being hospitable, basically friendliness to guests, right? Let me grab the word host. It goes back to the root word host, which says a guest, a hostess, or a landlord, one bound by ties of hospitality.
The point is just, being hospitable to brothers, man.
That go in the charity.
Yeah. Let me see that one again. Yeah, it says a lover of good men. Right, if a man is following Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, bro, he's a good man. That's without a doubt. Wholeheartedly, not self-will. You got that.
Yeah, this is the word hospitable. It says kind and cordial to strangers or guests. That's it.
Kind. And in like manner, certain brothers is strangers because we don't know them, but that don't mean they're not of the body. You got to treat them with hospitality. Just as the brother that you sitting next to right now, you got to treat brothers the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's coming. Yeah.
I want to make a point on which is that word hospitality, because it goes into charity, bro. And so I got this word charity, and it says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love. Yeah, so that's what it's all about, bro.
Yeah, now we gotta bring it up. I've been coming back and forth.
You mind if I read verses 4 and 5?
Con, you got it.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 4. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, so we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another.
Every is just again one. You know, that how can I say? Um,
Unit.
yeah, a unit. That immovable unit. You know, once it's moving together, it's like it's impossible to stop. You know.
And if I could just back up what the brother Kaliah said when he was going into hospitality, brothers got different spirits, but you got to still deal with that brother as a brother, the same as you would a brother who you have a similar spirit to, as it said. For as we have many different members with many different offices, many different spirits, countenances, dispositions in one body, and all members have not the same office. So we being many are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another. But I got that verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love,
Yep.
in honor preferring one another.
Like I said, being kindly affectionate. You know, like the brothers were saying. Like I said, we definitely definitely are strangers in this world right now to the brothers that scatter around the world. But we know again, once we see that we see that brother, it's nothing to be like, okay, that brother welcomed me in his home. I'm going to take care of everything as this is my home.
Yeah.
I'm going to be kindly and affectionate. Hey, brother, you need something? I know that you're taking care of me, but do you need something? Can I help you out with anything? Some pretty things that you would think to be normal, but like I said, that's what the Lord definitely expects of us. Okay. That's Rock 37. You could run that real quick.
If I could say real quick, brother, when we fellowshipping and we're out, amongst the common people, we have made a spectacle, right? To see how we treat each other, um, brothers ordering another brother food, knowing what he likes.
Exactly.
Bro, this brother, he just blew my mind away with that. He came pick me up, but I had, a certain sandwich that I like with the extras on the side and everything. And I was like, damn, that's far out right there, man.
Yeah.
So just imagine those same actions reciprocated in the kingdom.
Yeah.
When we're on a whole nother level. Go ahead, you got it.
Hey, certain brothers like different things. Like this brother, he's an artificer with the stone. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this brother, he likes the color green. You know what I'm saying? This brother, he likes this. It's just gonna be a everlasting reciprocation of love.
Yes, sir.
Of affectionality, man. It's gonna be beautiful. It just got me excited through the spirit when he said that.
Even Yahushua will
Yes.
exemplify that. All right, when Lord willing, when we get beamed up, you think we gonna all just have the same goddamn crown? No, each crown will be personalized to that man.
Because Yahushua knows your spirit.
He know your
He
spirit.
knows you.
So you don't think he's gonna show charity, hospitality? You see, but y'all brothers got it.
God, bring it up.
This is Sirach 37 and 12. It says, but be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
God, like you said, the opposite of it is, can two walk together lest they be agreed, which you can't. But this right here, y'all agree,
Yeah.
You can walk together.
You can walk together, so you continually stay with that man, and even, with our elders and apostles and, our teachers through this thing. Like I said, I forget the other one in Sirach that talks about beat his doorstep.
That's in Sirach 6.
Sirach 6. Like I said, if you, what is it like, being around a man with understanding? Come on, Bobby, shall I get that for me?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6, and verse 36, and it reads, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him,
Yep.
and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Con. Like I said, that's a big brother right there. But still, overall, a brother. Okay. Like I said, that's something that you definitely want to be around as much as you can. Like I said, brothers, we should understand now that, hey, man, our time is dwindling down, man. The kingdom is nearer than what we believe. But ultimately, like I said, moments like this is going to be a slight chance that, not a slight chance, but that this is not going to be exactly how it is. Maybe two brothers over here talking about the times with JT. A couple of brothers over there, maybe you might be solo. You know what I'm saying? But this is like the times that you definitely need to cherish this thing, man. Cherish this thing that we all together, and we have the chance to be together.
And our elder brother Yakina brings it up all the time. You don't want to be in a situation during JT where it's like you're not around brothers and you're like, man, I treated that brother like shit,
Right.
and I'm in no position to be able to say I'm sorry. Like, that's a position you don't want to be in.
Done.
And I was gonna speak on that too, brother, because you know, hey, it's gonna be that way for a lot of men, who are unbrotherly, man. They're gonna be in JT, right, and their demise is gonna come, and the Lord is gonna show them. This is just because, man, Jake gonna be so, in his head, man. I got the precepts, I believe, but the Lord, you don't want to be that cat when the Lord show you, hey, but there was one day on this day you treated that brother like shit, and that's why you're not gonna make it on the goddamn chariots.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that brother, and that's why Jay got to take the Passover straight. You feel correctly. You know what I mean? You gotta. There's certain things that are in place from high up, okay, to mend those broken relationships with men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta take advantage of those situations if you do find yourself with with a brother.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, and it shouldn't even take getting to that level.
At all.
You should want to do it through the fear of the Lord. Man, the Lord gonna kill me if I don't make this right with this brother.
Done.
This is deadly serious. And JP taking this shit, to play for. I don't know what just got into me, brother, but it got me fired up, man. There's no reason we should be a part of something as great as this and having arts with men.
Right.
With all the things that are going on in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being at the last seconds of time, and motherfuckers got enough time to have an art with a man.
Men,
Go ahead.
men that we going to war with at that, bro. Like these is men who could potentially save our lives. For a lot of brothers, these men, that's all we got.
Done.
So cherish that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you got it, bro.
This Psalms 119:63. It says, I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. Now, if I could get the word companion in the Psalms, it's H22:7, right? And in the definitions, it says a fellow or knit together. And as the brother was alluding to, a companion that's knit together, that fears the Lord, all right, and not having privy thoughts on feeling different ways about a brother that's standing next to you or something like that. But a man that fears the Lord, he's going to respect and revere the brother that's next to him. All right, if you knit together with a man, all right, if he's your companion, then you ready to go to walk with him, man.
Yep.
You ready to die for him.
And what's to say? No greater. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you bring it out if you got.
I was looking for it, but I don't got it.
And you might as well bring it out.
Yeah, come on, bring it out. Like I said, ultimately, like I said, again, going back to like those war battles and so on and so forth. How could you be comfortable with a man that you can't sleep in a foxhole with? When all warfare is going on, you don't trust him, and it's not going to end out good. All right, because once that man, if the odds is still there, oh man, he just do this and that, and You know, if we don't trust each other, how we gonna ride together?
If you don't know each other.
Yeah, if you don't know each other, how we gonna ride together?
Yeah, if you don't know your brother, like, if you don't know what makes that man tick, like, we got a big problem there. Like, you shouldn't be going years with the brother and you just a damn
Question mark over his head.
shadow.
God.
Also, you gotta remember too, Jake, the way you treat other men don't just affect your situation or your camp. You know what I mean? You gotta, what's your report? All right, what's your, hey, those are things that got to be spoken about. You know, hey, this brother, he constantly be getting told to be brotherly and he don't. So imagine, all right, in JT, Jake might see a man that ain't even from that camp and be like, I'm gonna stay away from him. He got a bad report. You know, he be having odds with brothers and
he a nigga.
Yeah, he a nigga. He just a nigga.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point, because you have a lot of Jakes, even in this, even in Great Millstone, they have respects a person. I like this elder, but I don't like this brother. I like this brother, but I don't like this brother. And they think that's cool. That ain't cool at all, man. You're not supposed. This not a hangout. You're just hanging out with somebody because y'all like the same rappers. Like we're supposed to be brothers, even if brothers have different personalities, different. Brother might rub you the wrong way because you don't like the way he talk, you don't like his accent. None of that matters, man.
Right. Not at all. It don't matter at all. Like I said, even, that's the understanding that we have in this thing, that brothers is different.
Yeah.
And brothers, again, what I said earlier, hey, bro, we were strangers. We don't know each other fully. Some brothers you may know to the T because you've been around them long enough, but some brothers you still learning them. You still seeing what agitates them. What specifically if we say with the elder, we know that I'll be damned if he in the car and I say, hey, let's just go around buku niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go around buku niggas. Let's go on Bourbon.
Let's go hang out on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, let's go on Bourbon Street.
Bakery shop.
But our differences is what makes us stronger. It's what makes us beautiful. Like when you look at, not even saying no names, but you have these other camps where everybody in the camp sounds like the main speaker. Mm-hmm. They all dress alike, look alike, and try to sound. Yeah, there's no, like the brother said, there's no life to that.
Bland.
A bunch of people just trying to sound like the head of the camp. That's off, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that's madness, man.
The Lord dealing with variety.
Yeah, the Lord likes variety.
When the Lord allowed me to get the chance to see IUIC in person, maybe a couple months ago, and they was teaching at Broad in Washington. For the brothers from down here, that's a very, very high danger zone. And you can just see as I'm passing, the people not even looking at them. They don't want to inquire. When we out there, you got people that's just looking and don't even know what they looking at, but they have to look.
They put their phone out and record and taking pictures. I mean, like, what are you doing?
When I seen them, it just was like, like monkeys just hollering, bro. I'm serious. They're purple though. Yeah. Purple monkeys, right? But I got the Corinthians.
Yeah, let's bring the Corinthians up for sure.
This is
start at 4.
God, this is 1 Corinthians 12:4, and it reads, now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences in administrations, but the same Lord. And there,
go ahead.
Like I said, well, it's about to start breaking itself down. But like I said, there are diversity gifts of the same Spirit and are different administrations, but the same Lord. Like I said, different talents, qualities of different brothers, and then different administrations, the different jobs and stuff that brothers may hold. But like I said, it all pushes to one goal. Again with that analogy of the body. All right, but this is about to go down some more and start breaking down, the different abilities that brothers may have. But you got it.
Verse 6, and it reads, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. Mm-hmm. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
But so like right there, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man that profit withal. It's something it's going to profit. Okay, it's going to be very profitable by having these different gifts. Like we were saying with them purple people, that they got a garden just straight whatever fruit they are, just that one fruit, you know. But we know, yeah, we know that the Lord likes his diversity. You know, he likes his spices over there. He got his watermelons over there. He got this and that, you know. And overall, this is just gonna be one badass garden that, you know.
If you make a fruit salad or one, if it's all just apples in there, it's boring as fuck. You want some mangoes in there,
Right.
You want some tangerines, some
Grapes.
strawberries,
Yeah.
some pineapples, some watermelon, and that's
oh, it's like
I was gonna say the Lord tell you that in Song of Solomon, in the Garden of Spices, of many spices.
so like that's what I was gonna ask somebody to get. You could get that from me, brother.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going on that. You could run down to 12 on that.
Come on, this verse 9. Now verse 8, Salakia. And it reads, for to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues,
Yep.
to another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the same Salakia. But all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one, and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Hamashiach.
Like I said, and that's again, that's a more detailed, you know, portion of how the body operates. You know, in our senses, you know, when we on the block, you know, and when you go deal with other camps, you know, they may have brothers that, you know, that speak Spanish. They may have brothers that's very strong in the history, that's very strong with, you know, precept and so on and so forth. But like I said, ultimately, again, it works back to that main goal, you know, and that's the tool of the brotherhood. You know, this is a multi, what they call that dude Taysom Hill, an army Swiss knife.
Swiss Army.
Swiss Army knife. Yeah, it's a knife that, you know, has many abilities. You know, you could get cut up. You know, if you come to the block and you step in a circle, you can get cut up in many different ways. Corkscrew. You know, like brothers is that's what the Lord has definitely built that ultimate weapon with us. You know, and like I said, in the lower sense right now, we're in the flesh right now, man. Oh. Escobar, hey, Shalom, Mike. Oh, to the comment boy, hey, Shalom, Mike. Give me how about you, my brother?
Shalom, Makim.
Come,
See, we get yours maybe if you're on the comment board and then.
come. Oh yeah, we got hit the.
Yeah, you can get your point. Get your point out.
Oh, Khan, if I can make a point on that, that's going into gifts, which those gifts is men's strengths.
Yep.
When you put them all together, you create a very strong foundation.
Done.
Think about it in like a basketball sense. If you have a complete player,
Mhm.
like he could defend, he could score, he could pass, he could dribble, he could read defense. It's
Mhm.
like it's nothing you could do with him.
Right.
You're a powerhouse.
Done. And even if it's, you know, that one person that got that, then like I said, if you have that whole team, the whole team got those different levels. It's like, what you gonna do? Like I said, it's multiple men with these crazy talents, and it's like, man, it's damn near unstoppable. If I go over here, he gonna stop me. If I go over there, he gonna stop me. You know, and that's how this thing is. But you can hit the Con.
It says, this Song of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12, it says, a garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Thy plants are an orchard of pomegranates with pleasant fruits, camphire and spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all thy trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices.
Con. Like I said, beating in the point some more. Like I said, then this is the Lord's garden. This is the Lord's garden, okay? And it's variety. You know, the Lord loves variety. You know, and everything is not going to be the same. You know, some brothers may be more articulate with other things. Some other brothers might be spicy with their words, you know, but overall, that same point is going to get off to you, you know?
Because if I can make a point, the way each brother is, like, some brothers way more articulate, some brothers like to go into parables, brothers go into history. That pulls each man that's a part of the elect into the body.
Yep.
Like the elder brother always say, this brother, he go into the words and everything, that might have somebody understanding that, like, in awe. The brother going to the history is just like, damn, like, how you know all this? And then questions get to ask, and then boom, next thing you know, this brother coming out every week.
And there are different herbs for different healing.
Yeah,
you don't eat carrots to heal an earache. Backing up what you were saying, brothers hit different points to what? Wake up the elect. We came in through different ways, but what? We're ultimately pushing the same thing. And you got brothers that preach different, we preach the same thing, but brothers have, their specific talent to what? Gaining the elect so they can be a part of this spiritual temple that's being built.
If I could say, like I said, I know y'all brothers, the brother over there, y'all can attest that with the baits of fishing. You know what I'm saying? It's the different baits that are getting the different fish. But like I said, that's brothers, Some brother you might attract by you being articulate, another articulate brother out there that can understand your words will be like, oh yeah, I can understand. But if you out there with a kind of slow Jake and you giving him words, he kind of like, what you talking about? But if you got another brother there that could get on his level and dumb it down for him, put it in this sense right here, he gonna be like, oh, I never thought about it that way.
Brother that speaks Spanish, a Northern Kingdom come up, and he's like, what's this? You speak to him in Spanish and relay it to him.
Yep. Hey, oh, I got it now. All right, I wasn't understanding it when he was saying it, but when you say it, it makes sense. So, okay.
Arriba.
That's the whole point in diversity.
Yep.
What if the camp was just one bland way? Mm-hmm. How would you pull all the different fishing and the men of the Lord?
That's neither here nor there. But everybody, we're just gonna get some of the comments off the comment board again. Hey, shalom to the Akim and the few Akwak on the comment board. We're gonna get a GMS, Virgin Island Straight Gate, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Mm-hmm. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor.
Yep.
Straight to the point. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Yep.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. No. And as we've been going into, as we've been going into, with this whole lesson about brotherly love and being a unit, where one brother falters, another brother picks it up. Mm-hmm. Again, with the movie 300, why didn't they let the hunchback in? Because he couldn't hold his shield.
Right.
He said the whole phalanx breaks if the man next to him can't hold his shield up and protect his brother. It's the same thing with this. I think it also said it in that Corinthians, the weakest brother is like the weakest chain in the link. You give more strength unto him, because if one chain in the link breaks, the whole thing falls apart.
Yeah, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Exactly.
That's what I mentioned too. Earlier with your body. Say if you was to break your wrist, if you was to break a finger, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's not going to be able to work the same, but that means everything else, as you were saying, everything else needs to step up and hold down that weak point, until it reaches its potential, where it can get back to its level.
And the body does that naturally.
Naturally.
That's the way the Lord set it up.
Yes,
so
brother.
How much more of this body?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if brothers remember this show, but they had that show, The Weakest Link. I said, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But I'll let you get this last one. I'll get one from the brother Kabar.
Yeah, we hit that first John.
Oh, you hit it already?
Yeah, we hit most of them on there.
Oh, you got that Proverbs. We'll get that. Proverbs 27:9. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so doth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. Got it.
The sweetness of a friend of a hearty counsel. All right. Like I said, you know when you have a brother, when it comes down to that point that what they'll say in the world is that I'm with you right or wrong, right? No, I'm not with you if you're wrong. I'm gonna show you my love by telling you
a brother's born for adversity.
I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. I'm gonna give you that counsel and so on and so forth for you to get right. You know, I'm not going to tell you anything that's wrong. But like I said, it's the sweetness of it. You know, that's something that you should definitely cherish. Because we go off some type of way, and that's again why we have brothers here that's going to correct you,
Pick you back up.
want to pick you back up.
Say
Hey,
this right here, brother. And that's Rock 37 and 12.
kind of hit it.
Right quick. This is Rock 37 and 12. But be continually with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
If you trip in any type of way, you know, and that's something that, you know, I would say, and I 100%, 144% believe that all these brothers out here, if I'm tripping, brothers gonna tell me I'm tripping. Get right. If anything, vice versa, you know, we're not gonna, you know, allow each other to slip, because that's like I said, in the military sense, if you know that this point of the, you know, how can I say, the formation, if this part of the formation is weak and is about to fall, and you just let it fall, now you get intruded. Now you got somebody about to come through. All right, but once you see that, okay, that's starting to fall, we need to get that together and tighten that up, so we could be that strong link, and you can't break us. All right, but like I said, man, it's the brotherhood is a tool, man. It's a multi-tool, and it's definitely beneficial. You know, that lone wolf stuff. That what's like, man, brother, got anything else? Come, like I said, that lone wolf stuff and so on and so forth, of thinking that you could walk this journey by yourself. You know, that's not the case, man. That's not the case. And you know, if you you know have been tripping with anything brotherly or so on and so forth, like I said, step it up. And like I said, it's definitely going to benefit you at the end.
Get your shit together, because we ain't got time.
God, we 4 quarter in right now, man. 4 quarter, 2-minute drill. You know what you say? Dot your I's and cross your T's. You know, get everything, get your affairs in order, man. Like I said, but hopefully that this lesson was edifying. Prior to get out of here, we're going to give infinite honors and prayers too.
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, you Akim and you Akwat that believe. And Shalom.
Shalom.